I'm a snake.
Hey, Free Falcon here. So we are continuing to learn Minion's Masters. I'm by far nowhere near an expert. I'm still very new in this game, but I've picked up a few tips and tricks off of playing this and similar games that I figured it would be worth sharing. So overall, you're looking for your best combination of synergies that you can get. So the first thing we can look at is your heroes or your masters. So they all have different abilities, and I don't know why. Should make it easier for us to be able to look at what they do. That is rather kind of annoying, actually. Yeah, so we should be able to look and see what each one does. But primarily what we want is you want to be able to fill the different roles. So you want one or two kind of win-con conditions. So the blue golem here is one of them. So this is going to be something that's going to be pushing in to knock the tower. We want some defensive items. So that is where I like to have kind of a thick boy for cheap, and then some DPS for cheap. Right, and then you want some counter stuff. So for flying, we need this. We need something that hits ground and air, and then something utility. Alright, and then these are just kind of, I haven't really tested this in. And then you have your direct support. So we have this priestess. So kind of the primary thing of what we're looking at is dropping our blue golem, having him push in, have our priestess support him to bring up his life, and then protect her and him with the other items, and then do the main damage to the tower. So that's the overarching goal of this deck. And you should have a goal for each deck. I mean, there are different strategies and there's different things to do, just like with any other game. I'm new to this one, but I've played a lot of very similar games. And so let's just dive into a match. Let's actually switch over to a solo ranked here and get rolling. So hopefully we get one in there. And then getting all the, getting different new cards and upgrades and all of that. It's all part of, getting better. Alright, so here's where we can see the items of what they do. So we're looking at APAC. We can see that basic attack spits acid up to 2 people. Does 12.5 DPS with a cooldown of 2.4 seconds. And then there's different abilities, which we'll kind of do that as we're playing. Yeah, after this match, we'll hit up a few of the suggestions I have for gameplay.
Masters, get ready!
And then circle back and go over each of the heroes. So this guy is a range guy. So we want to pay attention to that. Alright, so he drops this one. He's trying to get control of that early and cheap. So we're going to drop our guy that's going to be pushing in for damage. And then we're going to support him with a... Alright, then we're going to push in this way. Mostly for the sake of getting control here. We want control of these. If you notice, we have XP, and that's going to be unlocking different perks. Alright, so we are going to not so much worry about pushing that in right away. What we're going to do is we're going to back up our guy here. And then start a separate push while that's going on. So alright, we'll throw our healer down to get our support in. You can see that she is healing up our guy. Problem with her is she is just so slow. You can see we countered that, and we're making sure that we're controlling both of these as much as possible. So his little dude likes to come in there and sit, so we wanted to counter that. Alright, so I kind of showed a few different little strategies there. We're playing against another new person, so as you get better and the players get better, they're going to have better cards and they're going to be making better decisions. So you can see that they really didn't pose much of a threat while we were going. So, alright, now we can go through and go over what each hero, I only have 4 unlocked, but what they do. So when we hit the first one here, you add a free 1-use 2-mana minion or building card to your deck every 35 seconds. So this is going to add in 2-cost stuff every 35 seconds once you have that unlocked. The Shield Totem adds the card Shield Totem to the deck. It summons a Shield Totem that makes the Master Tower immune to damage. Okay? So they have to destroy this before they hit the main tower. And then Greater Gift of the Serpent God adds a free 1-use 4-mana minion or building card to your deck every 35 seconds. So what these do is they add this guy adds cards in very cheaply. Alright, this one.
Oh yes, it's just lovely.
Why is that? Alright, so if you're going morale, so it throws his minions at the ground. He does 20 DPS, 2.5 seconds, and it damages everyone in the area. So while I don't know why that stuff is not switching over. We should just be switching over when we do this.
I am ready.
There we go. Alright, and then what he does is he does, for a slow but powerful attack, 40 DPS, cooldown 2, range 10. So he just hits one person. Searing Light adds that card, does 5 attack in an area. Each attack targeting a random minion. So he creates like an AoE effect and it hits everybody in there for five different attacks. I don't remember how much it is. I think it's like 115 if I remember. Valerian heals up to 5 injured friendly minions for 20 health. So he throws like this little AoE bottle and it heals your enemies or your friends, which is useful. So he even throws it all the way across the map. So remember when I was playing with him, I saw those being thrown and healing up my dudes, smacking the towers. And then doubles his damage as well as healing from Holy Light. So that will heal for 40, and then this will hit twice as hard here. So he'll be hitting for 80 on his basic attacks.
Victory at all costs.
And I don't know why it's deciding it doesn't want to switch.
Good choice.
So his abilities is summon an Ember of Flame every 20 seconds on a random bridge. When a friendly minion picks it up, all nearby friendly minions gain rage, 50% damage. Alright, and then the closest bridge to get covered in flames, dealing damage to the ground minions. So if only one's damaged, it's plus 200, so that's like a good, you're getting swarmed and you can counter. And then melee minions now gain Berserker's Rage from Ember of Fire. Okay, so now whenever, let's see, Ember of Flame, I'm sorry. So whenever this is going on, now you get 100% rather than 50%. Also self-inflict 10% of the damage. So it looks like they're going to be killing themselves, actually. Then I wish they would show us what this does. That's kind of an annoying little problem.
Silence.
And I don't remember. So you know what? We're going to just test this out. And we're going to run as her and see what the things do. Alright, so you saw that we were able to more or less pull off our strategy. We want to drop down our threats, which are these two, and then play it up with support. I don't think that this guy has been worth it in this strategy, so we'll have to see. I feel like he's usually the one that I bypass playing, so probably going to be calling him out of the deck and dropping a lower cost card in there that'll do a little more. Because we don't want a whole lot of high cost stuff that we have to wait to cycle into. Alright, so we're going to wait till we're almost at 10 and drop this guy. Alright, so she has Books of the Dead, 3 skeletons, 6 skeletons, and then Mana Drain. I was going to drop her, but now probably going to wait because and then we're going to drop him as our next threat.
Has obtained the first perk.
Use that as our counter there. Throw her down to keep him healed up. What does this do? I don't know what that means, but okay. Alright, so that backfired on us. That was not what we wanted to be doing. Cannot seem to get our sequence in here, right? Okay, we'll drop this guy.
And then
Blue has obtained perk number 2.
my armies are unending.
So we're just going to keep trying to push in here. We're going to come in from the opposite direction here, get control of this bridge. No way we can outpace them on their pull here.
With that last hit, the tower's starting to crumble.
Hopefully I think he'll be able to get in. Because he goes straight to damaged towers. He should be able to hit for 160. There we go.
We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so it looks like she replaces with her own deck, and I don't know it well enough that I wanted to mix it in mid-game like that. Alright, so it looks like we hit bronze.
You got gold.
Okay, I would have liked to get something more than gold, but we'll take what we can get.
You got gold.
Got more gold. Alright, achievements. We did get this. So it looks like we got more of that guy.
Supreme!
Spell, give a friendly minion frozen. Heal it for 175 during the duration. If it's a stout heart, it gains reverie. Interesting. Alright, let's look at Slitherbound Lancer. I feel like I already had these guys at some point. Maybe not. Interesting. So, I think we're going to take this guy out. I want to drop in a low-cost guy. I think we'll do these guys. We'll give them a shot. So 8.8. Yeah, that's not too shabby. And then it's got a... Alright, so there we go. Let's take a look here. What do we get in this season pass here? Got us some more
Shards for cards! Oh,
shards for
yeah!
cards. Alright, we got this. Heals himself when no enemies are near. That's interesting. Let's see what we need here. Alright, we need to upgrade that to get there. So, let's look. I don't think I like her. I think I liked his ability, actually. So we're going to go with the snake dude. Plus, I think he just looks cooler. Alright, so we're going to switch out that 5 for this 2. Should make us be able to cycle in for our primary ones. Though that other dude did seem to do some pretty good damage. I'm a little... I think the biggest complaint I have about the one healer that I have is that she's just so slow. Like, they have to just be crawling through to get in there. Because everyone leaves her behind because she's just crawling along.
Welcome to Minion Masters! Duel!
Alright, so we don't have a more expensive one, so let's drop our bear. That's a good play, because then they get to trigger both sides. Yeah, that's a strong play there.
Red has obtained their first perk.
Yeah. Let's call some threat here. If they got their own threat there. That's not going to look promising. Maybe some of his own little robots over there. Alright, so we'll drop these shot guys. They stun. Alright, so what we did is we purposely waited for him to get close enough that the tower also fights on our behalf. See, once again we did the same. That way we have basically an additional fighter in that fight. So we don't want to let this happen where they overrun us.
Red got the second perk.
No, I picked the wrong dude. I didn't mean to grab that one.
Blue has obtained perk number 2.
Yeah, same. So, trying to keep that healing up while we're pushing through. So our big dude survived. So now they're going to be in a world of hurt trying to get that through. Yeah, there we go.
We have a winner.
Alright, so you can see that our primary goal there did end up working out. We had our tank guy supported by a healer, and then we're able to rush in the little guys to hit for damage and knock out anything that's trying to kill our dude. So scat tunnels, I think that was what they just played, which summons the little dudes, I guess. Alright, so we got the dude that heals himself. Wonder how long those tunnels last. Like, does it last until somebody destroys them? Let's see, if we had to say something needed to come out, what would come out? Wonder what are the Scats' abilities? Not sure. Actually, let's try the scat tunnels. I'd just be interested to see how those work. If the building doesn't get destroyed on its own, like it doesn't time out, then that could be, that could be real powerful if you just have like 3 or 4 of those things just popping out. Dudes every 4 seconds.
Masters, get ready!
Alright, so we're playing her. She's got that special spell book. So I guess we'll see. Let's throw that back here. Let's see how that works. What is this? Yeah, it looks like the it does, in fact, wear down on its own, unfortunately.
Rise up and destroy.
Oh, wow. That thing hits harder than I
Red
assumed
has
it would.
obtained the first perk.
You did, sir.
Blue has obtained their first perk. and obtained perk number 2.
Yeah, should be.
Obtained perk 2.
Should be pretty much game, I think. Yeah.
We have a winner.
Easy peasy. So, I do like that scat tunnel. So, it looks like it makes 3, maybe 4. And I do like that you can move it. That's pretty cool. It does cost more to move it. Costs additional mana, and it looks like it ties up a spot while it's down. But value-wise, I mean, it seems pretty strong. So I don't know if it's an optimal choice or not, but I like it. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for this one. Well, we'll do a more in-depth beginner's guide later, but I just wanted to throw out a couple of tips right now. Thank you. Please like and subscribe.